Hi guys, I'm Will,
I'm Kina.
and we are
The
the
Nerdy
Nerdy
Weds.
Weds.
And what are the nerdy weds?
Well, Nerdy Weds
It's me and
is
you.
us. Yeah, we are the Nerdy Weds. We are a podcast slash YouTube show where we discuss all things geeky and nerdy. And the two of us, we've been married for a very long time. I'm not going to say how long, but
23 years.
yeah, almost 23 years. And for the last little over a decade, we've been attending pop culture and comic book conventions.
Yeah, we attended our first convention together 2009. It was a horror con, Spooky Empire. And we still go to that convention.
Yep.
The very next year we went to Dragon Con. I would say that's probably our favorite convention.
It is. It
Okay.
is. Well, we had Star Wars Celebration between the two of those. Star Wars Celebration 5 in Orlando when they brought it to Orlando the first time, and that was a magical convention for me. And then we had Dragon Con, which, like she said, is by far our favorite convention we've ever gone to, and we continue to go to. And this weekend is Dragon Con weekend 2020. If you notice, we're not in Atlanta right now. We would be on our way to Atlanta tonight, actually.
Well, they are having a virtual con this weekend, so we will be doing some stuff with that, and we'll bring a little bit of it to you guys, and a little bit of what we like about the convention, and a little bit of the excitement. Try to bring that atmosphere here at home and over the YouTube. Today is actually our first, obviously this is our introduction episode,
Yep.
but it's also going to be our first episode of our podcast. So please check that out as well. And that episode is a little bit different from what
Yeah.
we're doing today. So
That episode we recorded when we first started doing recordings for the podcast. So our energy's a little different, and our perspective's a little bit different because we've gotten a few episodes under our belt as far as podcast, putting episodes together. So this episode we're putting together the night of its premiere, and this is September 1st. It's not only the night of our YouTube premiere, with you watching this video, like you said, it's our first podcast is going up. So really excited about that. It's been a lot of work. We've been doing a lot of work to get all of this together so that we can be consistent and put out good content for everybody to enjoy.
so where can they find the podcast?
Right now, this moment, the podcast is on Spotify. I have submitted to almost every podcast
Platform?
platform, directory, however you want to look at it. That includes all of Apple's, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, just to name Pandora, just to name a few. So look forward to us popping up on your favorite place to consume podcast media.
But the Spotify's more immediate? Because I know we
Spotify
have
was
it.
instant.
Okay,
Spotify
good.
immediately, no qualms, hosted us. The rest of them have a process,
Like a waiting period, a acceptance?
verification, acceptance type period that is anywhere from 2 days to 4 weeks.
Okay. And the
for
reason
each of
why I ask is because obviously we have the episode going up tonight on the podcast, and
Yep.
every day this week up until Saturday, we're going to post an episode just as a hey, here's our lunch, we're
Yep.
here, and we are also celebrating virtual Dragon Con, and we would like for you guys to check that out. It'll be up each day immediately on Spotify, but it might take, like he said, a couple of days before it shows up on the other
On the other platforms,
platforms.
yeah. They've got to go through the process of approving our podcast to go on there for them. Another thing, like she mentioned, we're doing a live show Saturday. We haven't determined whether that live show is going to be on YouTube
YouTube
or
or
Facebook, but it will be not only streamed live, where anybody who wants to join us to get on there, watch us do silly things like drink too much, play some board games. We'll also be answering any questions that people pose to us, and just having a good time, celebrating Dragon Con the best we can, stuck at home. And also that will be recorded and posted straight to our YouTube channel as well. So if you aren't able to see it live, you can see it later, posted to our YouTube channel. This channel, as a matter of fact. The Nerdy Weds on YouTube. And check us out on Facebook, the Nerdy Weds on Facebook. And our website, which I have not finished building. It is thenerdyweds.com.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit more about our show and what we plan on doing.
We are going to do board games. It's one of our favorite hobbies to do together. We're going to talk about all of the conventions we go to, the fun things we do at the conventions, to include cosplay, panels, celebrities. We're going to talk about the books that we've read and would like to read, the movies that we've watched and would like to watch, or have watched and did not like.
I wish we could forget.
And wish we could forget. And we're going to do book reviews, movie reviews, the whole gamut. I'm pretty sure I missed something, so you can just add anything I missed.
Well, another thing we're going to do, we've already started, before we did the podcast, we have an episode about it, where we went to like a live action theme park type thing in Salt Lake City area of Utah. Evermore. And we are going to, mainly after COVID goes away, but we're going to try to do a little bit before then, to get out and explore this country's different geek kind of sites, geek activities that are in different locales, like Evermore, which is basically like a live action Dungeons and Dragons kind of experience in a theme park kind of thing. Doesn't have any rides, but it was a truly like magical experience. I know that there's more in this country for geeks to do, and we want to explore that. So if you know something in your local area, hit us with a comment, talk to us on Facebook, YouTube, what have you, and let us know. We would love to come out and explore what your state or your city has to offer as far as geek type activities. And it could be anything from a full-on theme park to a really cool geek bar, club, what have you.
There's a few that I've seen. I know you've seen many because you've shown them to me, but there's this campsite that over fall and Halloween season, they have where you can come out and you can camp and see if you can survive the night without getting attacked or kidnapped by Jason.
Yeah.
And that is something I think will be cool to do. And some of the bars that I've seen, the themed bars, such as there's one in Jacksonville that is based off of Dragon Ball Z. And that theme bars like that would be very fun, even if things haven't changed with COVID. It would just be the two of us, and we go and
face mask, all
exactly,
that.
And we can still meet the guidelines and still participate in a geeky themed bar or restaurant. So things like that. If you know of anything that we would be interested in, or you think is interesting and would like to know more about it, that's what we're going to be spending a lot of our spare time doing.
Yeah, definitely. And that's really us in a nutshell. We're just going to try to do a bunch of geeky things, play a bunch of board games with the little meeples and dice and all that going on, and just be goofy and have a good time.
Nerdy couple doing nerdy things and bringing it to you guys.
Yep. So that's all I've got.
That's all I've got too.
All right, this has been a great episode.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. So I'm Will.
And I'm Kina.
And we are the Nerdy Weds.